Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks, stuff like that I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? That's your card. Your card is the Devil card. That's good for your reading. I don't always see the Devil card as a bad card anyway, though. But it talks about rules, talks about boundaries, talks about no tolerance for people who play games. You play games, you're going to get what you deserve. One right here. Okay, so how do we, okay. Something has been, it started unstable. Something, whatever's here, it's unstable. So it's almost like, you know, having to move and not wanting to and having to find another location, or having to, like, for some reason maybe getting laid off and having to find another job. You had to do what you had to do, and getting into whatever you got into, you had to do what you had to do. Sometimes, especially with family with Capricorn, people get into issues and Capricorn will do what they can within reason, and sometimes they get caught up in stuff that they normally wouldn't, but because they love people, they do what they got to do. Yeah, whatever this is, something came in and it wasn't, like, ideal, but it wasn't the worst. You got the Sun card coming in like this. You got the Queen of Fire. Maybe somebody made a bad decision and you had to fix something. I hate this analogy because I knew a Capricorn once, and they were married to, the other person they were married to made a really bad financial decision, and it was going to cost them issues with their home. It caused a lot of credit issues. And the Capricorn I knew, they fixed the situation. They were not happy about it, but that was its own story. They got into something. They got stuck in something that created its own thing, but they stabilized it, and it created other issues. They had to change some things. But it's kind of like things happened, and they had to do what they had to do, and they did pull things together. The current energy, because I feel like if this reading is going to be hitting, the current energy is knowing you did put it where you put it for what it was. You did what you had to do, and it's as good as it's going to get for right now. But it's lingering here with the Five of Cups. Because whatever is going on here, however this got where it is, I keep looking at it like this isn't how this should have been. And it's lingering. And I feel the Judgment card is more in your cart, like it's in your control. It's kind of like, I have control of it. I put it where it's the best it's going to be, is the best it is right now. It's where it's the best it could be. And I do feel like you're getting along with people right now. You are getting along, but there's something lingering here, kind of like, yeah, but, you know, it's not like you're going to forget how it got where it got. You're not talking about it either. And you're not really sure. I almost feel at the moment, I don't really feel like I'm going to do anything about it, but I could. but it is bothering me. And I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're acknowledging that how you got where you currently are is bothering you, and you're like, I don't know, maybe I need to do something else to feel more secure, because there's something that's bothering you. It's weird. It's a weird energy right now, because you're getting along with people. Things are technically on the outside good. And I feel like you're letting people think that, oh, it's fine, everything's all right. Mostly, if that is happening, the reason you would let people have that impression is because I'm not looking to have conversations with these people, and if I say something otherwise, then we have to talk about something that I don't want to talk about it with them. They can't help me. I need to decide for myself how I feel. I don't need their 2 cents. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm letting people feel the way they want to feel. I'm letting people think it's better than it actually is for me, because I don't need them to know otherwise, and I don't want their input or their influence or anything like that. So things, it's weird. It keeps getting this weird, like, it's almost like I'm hanging out and going to the beach or doing good things and having fun and enjoying it, but there's still this, like, I'm still sorting out, I'm still actually making a decision, and people don't realize that I'm doing that. And I'm not convinced I'm going to make a change, but I'm also, like, not at peace with the situation yet either. It is what it is at this point, and I know that, but it's kind of like, I feel like the energy is building with the King of Wands. You are going to have to make some adjustments to feel more at peace. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I know the way that came out. I feel like your natural energy is like, this is not stable enough. So if I'm saying this correctly, I feel like it'll make sense. This is not stable enough. Foundation is not good enough. I just don't feel like you're just going to let that be. Your natural energy is not going to be at peace with that. It will just get worse and worse and drive you crazy until you finally do something to secure the foundation. Because I just feel like you won't be at peace with it otherwise, and it will just slowly drive you insane. I don't know how else to say it, because I keep thinking, like, there's different ways to do it, but I'm trying to make myself believe I can be at peace with it for some reason, for whatever reason. But the truth is, it keeps pushing me and it keeps egging at me, like, I need to do something different here. The energy that you're dealing with is trying to be as respectful at this point as they can. At this point, the Tower card is, they know better. Oh yeah, they don't want to start a fight with you. I feel like, I don't know if they're nervous or they don't want to start a fight, but like, I feel like they see the writing is on the wall. And I feel like maybe they've asked you a few times, is everything good? And you're like, yep, everything's great. I'm happy. And again, like, I already went through that whole explanation, because you don't really need to talk about this with them. You need to sort this out on your own. You don't need their... It's almost like making me angry, kind of like, yeah, I don't need to talk to you. Like, whoever this is, like, no, I know how you work. That's fine. Like, I can feel that anger welling up. Like, yeah, there's a reason we're not talking, and I'm letting you think what I want you to think. They seem to know better. They seem to be holding back and being respectful, kind of like, don't make Capricorn angry, because that's not going to go your way. If Capricorn says they're fine, leave them alone. Don't ask for something you can't handle, because Capricorn will not have patience for it. And they do seem to be holding back and leaving it where it is. I don't think they really have a choice. I don't really, because I feel like I've said this a lot in Capricorn videos. I have a lot of Capricorns in my family. And if there's one thing I know for sure, it's like, you do not push a Capricorn. I have never seen that go well. I've never seen that go well. If you have any sense, you never push a Capricorn. Even, like, I've noticed Capricorns pushing other Capricorns, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, oh boy. Like, I just step away. I'm just like, I don't know where y'all are going with that, but when that goes bad, that's not good. You can't push Capricorn. It's just, don't do that. Don't push a Capricorn. So they seem to understand that a little bit, at least. Coming up next, your card comes in. It's the Devil card, which is not a bad card, especially when it's in your reading because it talks about Capricorn energy. I feel like there is a decision being made. There is a decision being made. You will be more in control of this one way or another. What do we mean by that? Whatever this is, you will be more in control of it. You're securing it one way or another. I don't know what that means, though. You're either going to take it on and just do it yourself, whatever that means. I don't know. You're getting more control of it. You could go this direction, which may not serve you, ironically, because this could be a passing influence is why. Okay, that makes sense. You could push yourself in a direction. You know, like I just said, even Capricorns pushing themselves in a direction they don't want to go, that has a shelf life. And I'm getting that's what this is. If you try to force yourself to like what's going on, to be at peace with it, to let it go, sooner or later it will come back. Even Capricorn pushing themselves somewhere they don't want to go, it will not work. You could probably hold the line for quite a while, quite a notable amount of time, but still. There's another option. I'm just going to let that one go because I'm like, I never thought of it that way until just this moment where I thought, why would Capricorn push themselves where they don't want to go? Well, if you have reasons and you've made decisions and you're like, no, because if I go where I want to go, where I feel like I need to go, that deconstructs this situation. So I want to keep the situation, so I'm going to force myself to be at peace with it. Or something like that. I'm going to force myself to talk to somebody. I'm going to force myself to get along and act and just force myself to get over it. I don't know. It makes me very uncomfortable. I'm like, ooh, you got to do what you got to do. But most Capricorns, I feel like, know themselves better than that. And you know that it's not going to work. Because the truth will come forward and you're not going to be happy when it finally does. So, I'm just saying. There's another option. Is this situation worth holding on to anymore? You got the Goddess card, which is kind of like what's right for you. It's like that Mother card, like somebody saying, all right, Capricorn, I care about you. I want the best for you. Is this situation really for you? Like, does this situation respect you the way it should? And do we really feel like it's going to get better down the line? Or the longer you stay here, it's just a matter of time before the situation pulls another incident like they already have? This energy is asking those questions. Does this situation really respect you? And do we feel like it's going to respect you any more in the future than it has in the past? And are you going to stick around for that? And it's almost like it may not. I really don't know. You do have the ability to make some drastic decisions for your happiness. I keep seeing this play out from the past of the Capricorn I knew. They divorced their spouse eventually because the betrayal, even though it was monetary, it was too much. They tried to work through it. They tried for a few years, and I feel like finally they just couldn't. They just looked at that person totally different after that. They felt completely betrayed, and it just didn't come back. I feel like sometimes people miss that. That sometimes when you betray somebody financially, that's just as bad, if not worse, than like cheating on somebody with another person. It can be just as bad, if not worse. Like sometimes I feel like that goes right over people's head. Like that's in that same category. It's in that same boat. Like you can't do either of those and expect things to be okay. If you're monogamous, if you're, you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. You have a lot of opportunities out there. It's about what realistically is going to work for you. This situation, it may have been so damaged in the past, and even though you've stabilized it the best you can, you may never be able to be at peace with it again. It's up to you to decide. And I feel like that's what this reading is about. For you to come to that, like, can you realistically be at peace with this situation again? Do you believe what happened in the past won't happen again? Or if it does happen again, that you're going to be okay with it, you're going to have enough security around you and stabilized everything yourself, that it's going to be all right, that it's kind of like, well, I guess that happens and I was prepared for it. So is that going to be realistic, or is it one of those things where you're like, you know what, I'm never going to be happy with this again, it's been so damaged that I just need to make a complete new change, and I have to look at new possibilities. I have to do what's right for me and find new possibilities and find something else and go out that door and find something that actually will respect my energy, that I can actually feel like I'm putting correct I'm investing correctly in. I thought this was a good investment. It proved me wrong. I don't like that. Where else? What else? Who else could make actually a better life for me? It's a tough one. It doesn't mean you have to anything. But if this reading is hitting, there are a lot of things out there. There's a lot of things. You got the Queen of Pentacles out there with the Seven of Pentacles, which these are very positive energies. There's something else out there for you. It's going to take you a while to get used to it. It's going to take you a while to really believe that this is a good thing for you. But whatever it is, it matches that energy. It's kind of like it respects that you're going to need time to move forward, time to invest, time to decide where you want to be next. So there are options out there for you, whatever this is for you, whatever category, be it work, romance, friendship, organization, whatever you got going on, investments, whatever it is. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.